You have no idea how hard it was to keep from screaming there. It was everything. It took all my energy. I'm sweating. Whew. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha at Cake Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to Wheel of Time. We're now on to episode 7 already, which is called The Dark Along the Ways. So as the title suggests, our group, at least the Two Rivers group, is their first time going into the Ways because they need to head to the Dark One as soon as possible, according to Moraine, because she believes, along with Swan, that there is a chance to strike at the Dark One while he's weakened, and they think that this is the opportunity of a lifetime and they've got to take it. But we also saw that Matt stayed behind, and after I reacted to the episode, I discovered that there was a reason for that, at least outside of the show, in that the actor unfortunately was not able to return. But all the same, they're going to have to come up with a reason for Matt to not have gone through the gate at this point. So we're going to jump into this episode. But before we do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you like it here and you'll consider hitting that thumbs up button. It really helps with the algorithm, which I really very much appreciate. And maybe if you really like it, you might think of hitting that subscribe button. That way you can be notified when I do more reactions to this show. Of course, there's only one episode left, but I do a lot of other shows in this vein of fantasy and nerdy, geeky things. So hopefully you'll like it here. And if you've come back to my channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. And again, same goes for you. Maybe you'll think of hitting that subscribe button this time so that you can be part of the family. I just recently hit 8K. Thank you so much for that. And I'm on my way to 10K, and I would love it if you would join me for that journey. So that out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 7 right about now. Where are we? Duck. Oh wait, is she an Aiel person? I see red hair and a mask. I was gonna say Aielman. Are Aielman women also called Aielman? She's pregnant. Is this Rand's mama? Usually starts the episodes with flashbacks. Is this Rand's mama? Was I right about Rand's mama? Now the time. I mean, if he is coming right now, that would be very much Rand. In the balls. How dare you? I'm in labor, you bastard. She said, get over here. What you get? She did that in labor. You know how badass you gotta be to be kicking ass while trying to give birth? Is there nobody else? Is she by herself? Why is she doing this? She is a badass. I stand behind you, girl. You guys are such bastards. 3-on-1. You should be ashamed. Damn it. Come on, baby. Hold on. Please. No, not now. That's right. Please kill him before you go, ma'am. Thank you. Bastard. Nah, listen, there's nothing lower than someone that's going to attack a pregnant woman. That baby ain't done nothing. Oh my God, do you know how much it would hurt? Because you have abdominals here and her abdominals are contracting. Oh, hell no. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I don't know how you even got here. Why are you in a battleground pregnant? I mean, I have questions. But who's going to take care of the baby? What if she bleeds out? This is Rand's daddy, isn't it? Wait, if that's the case, then maybe Rand's daddy's not Rand's daddy. I mean, plot thickens, but good on him, I guess. But also bad on him, because why did you kill his mother? So much. That was an amazing opening scene, by the way. I think it's my favorite opener that we've had. That chick was a badass. If that was an Aiel woman, Aiel person, Aiel human, and they did all of that while she was in active labor, just sign me up. No magic, just badassery.
You know the darkness in him.
What?
You know it better than anyone. Do you really think he's ready for what lies ahead?
Of course he is.
Was my theory right?
Stay close.
You acting like she held him back there. Matt looked at y'all and said, bye.
What is Martin shooting?
The guard is moving quite quickly.
God.
And we, Ogier, are not known for our speed. If you'll excuse me.
Listen.
He totally shortened his own speech. I love it.
We can't open the way gate. We can't find our way out of here without them. She could just sit down and die.
Yeah. Look at the two that were traveling with the hippies. They're the only ones talking sense right now. I know, Nynaeve. I know.
He was drawn to the dagger, and it was feeding on him as much as he was on it.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
It's him. And I can't let him within 100 leagues of the Dark One. I already know what choice he'd make.
And the one thing that we cannot afford is for the dragon to turn to the shadow.
I feel like my theory was close. We won't know until we actually see Matt next season, but I like it.
Matt is safer there than he is here. I can promise you that.
Oh, I love how her face, oh, it's soft for him. Every other time she's scowling, but as soon as he starts talking, he's like,
But can you still read it?
yes?
I'll ask for your patience.
He's like, preemptively, do not rush me.
Take some comfort while you can.
Comfort is not something we taking down here, sis. Arrest, maybe, but comfort, left that outside the way gate.
There's something following us.
Great. Are we going to tell the rest of the kids? Probably not. See, this is the part I think why Nynaeve has an issue with Moiraine, was because Moiraine knows this and she's not telling everybody. And at some point, she's going to have to trust these kids, right? I mean, even if they get scared, she needs to let them know things like, hey, we're being followed by something that scratches stone. Oh, we're just cuddling up next to Rand again, are we? I'm not even mad at it, girl. You've been through some stuff. Perrin's like, yeah, go ahead. Great, you got somebody. That's awesome. It's not like my wife just died or anything. Wow, this looks cozy. I should Airbnb it. Look at my vigilant man. Why does it look like they're alone? That's a no. That's a no from me.
Did it just get a lot colder in here?
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to channel.
Oh dear.
Martin Chin will speak to you. Do not listen.
We'll never make it to our way gate.
But I don't.
Take us there.
Go!
Listen to him. Especially since poor Egwene, this A+ student, just had to channel. Who the hell was in the dock?
This way, come on.
No. No, thank you. Don't look backwards, run forward. Did you not hear the man say you can fall to a void of abyss of death? Something in your way? Oh, of course it's single file now. The way I be crawling on my hands and knees, I'm gonna need you to hurry up, please, Lan. You've already had your neck sliced. No more of you almost dying.
You will murder these children and call it heroism.
Here it goes.
You're nothing. An imposter, a fraud. Egwene will never love you as much as you love her. She left you
Ooh, this goes into your deepest fears.
You wanted Layla dead, out of the world. That's why you killed her, because you loved another woman more than your wife.
Who?
Hear their screams as they die, just like you heard your parents, and you do nothing to save them.
Oh no, this whatever it is trifling. No. Oh, she's about to have another burst. Mm-hmm. You girls like, you ain't gonna talk smack about my parents. Ooh, Nynaeve, girl! Girl, okay, we get it, you powerful, stop showing off. Can't she burn up if she goes too hard? But I guess she needs to buy her some time. Maybe. Oh, that's right, my man, because look at his girl. He's like, come on, boo. You killed that, but please don't do it again. Did y'all end up exactly where you started?
Where are we?
The fortress city of Faldara.
Oh,
Lost
so all the way gates just look the same. Okay. Oh, he's not okay. They all got shook. I think it's so interesting because obviously they're thinking these things, right? That's why it was able to whisper them, but it's so different when you hear your fears spoken aloud. But that visceral reaction should let you know how damaging it is when you don't watch your internal dialogue, because if that's how that's shaking them right now, hearing someone else say it, and you let that be going in the back of your head, it mess you up, man. It'll mess you up. Wow, y'all look great. Love the man buns.
Daishan, on behalf of Lord
Oh,
Agramar,
he's got a-
I welcome you back to Faldara.
Oh, it's his people. Okay, who this? We like the outfit already. Does Lan have family? Like actual family? Bio family? This guy looks like an emperor. Haha, and he's got the beard too.
And you, Moraine Sedai?
I like the feathers.
My lord, I can assure you that neither I nor any Aes Sedai doubts your ability to keep the blight
I
at
should
bay.
hope not.
Okay.
I am simply here with a warning. The Dark One has begun to use the ways to move his armies.
Oh, you didn't know that, did you? Mr. Know-It-All. Mr. We forgetted it for 1,000 years. His sister's like, see what happens, people? Arrogance gets you nowhere. Before he just let the woman finish a sentence, he talking about,
Listen how powerful we are.
you missed a pretty big gap. Is that merchant bastard? How is he everywhere? Oh, and he came through the way gate. Is he a dark friend? Or is he somebody who can use the ways without magic? Is he a channeler? I never thought about that.
Lucia, why do you wish to speak with her?
Why not?
Why not? I need a message delivered to the tower. There is a man that they must find. A boy, really.
A very stupid boy who steals knives.
The Red Aja.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But, oh, Maddie. But, I mean, if he's not channeling, I don't know. I like how Moraine will, like, answer things but not answer things. I noticed that girl, like, asked her directly what she was about, what she was doing there, and if the ambulance knew that she was there. And she was like, I need you to send me a message. Divert. What's up, Golden Eyes? Did you see the merchants? You saw him, didn't you?
Could have sworn I just saw Padden Fane walk past us.
You did.
Peddler. Padden Fane's dead.
He's
He was
not.
there on Beltane when the Trollocs came.
No, he's very much alive. I wonder if you could smell him too. Because, I mean, if he's got like the wolf connection, maybe he has like heightened smell, vision, hearing. Oh, hey, it's been a while since you've been in a pub. Oh, gosh. Poor Aes Sedai. Everywhere they go, they just kill the mood.
I mean, if we revealed what you were, you'd be hounded every minute of the day.
That's
Or
true.
worse.
That was a threat. Well played.
Has yellow eyes, blood running down his chin. And the redhead is rocking a baby.
Whose baby?
Right?
No idea looks like any other baby.
They all kind of look the same for a while.
But they're all linked, all four of them.
Is that unusual?
Very. I see sparks of light.
Shards!
Usually the more important someone is to the pattern, the clearer the vision.
Shards! Voldemort!
I see the Amaryllin seat and she's wearing full regalia and she's going to be your downfall.
She didn't say which Amelin seat, though. I would need descriptions. What does she look like? Is it the Amelin seat that we know? But again, the vision she was having might have been a trap. Maybe that's what she means.
Stop lying to us. You forget, girl, that I cannot lie. No matter how.
Girl!
And I hoped she'd tell me which of you is the dragon so I could save the rest.
Since you asked.
But whichever of you goes to the eye of the world and is not the dragon, you will die there.
They all have to go from the sounds of things.
Which one of us is it?
Right?
She doesn't know. And so tomorrow I will take all of you to the eye, knowing that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just the look on Perrin's face like, what did you tell us that horrible story for if you don't even know which one of us it is? And I agree.
Make your decisions tonight, then. We leave at dawn.
I like that. She's like, make your decisions, but we're still leaving. But I like it. Nynaeve's always like, I gotta assert my authority, even though I don't have it.
We only believe it because she told us it's true.
She can't lie.
That doesn't mean she can't mislead.
I want to go to the eye of the world because if there's even a chance she's right, then it's worth it.
Yes! Gwaine! Leader Tings.
If Moraine wasn't a part of this, you wouldn't think twice.
Thank you! Calling you out, girl.
What if we're throwing our lives away for nothing? What if none of us are the dragon?
Well, the Trollocs will eat you then. Either way.
He probably went back to Tarvalon for that bloody stolen
You don't
dagger.
know anything about
He
that!
left us!
Well, I guess you're the expert on that, aren't you?
Here it comes.
You owe her an apology for
You
what?
better not make those eyes come out.
Just stop. I am so tired of you two fighting over her like she's something you can win.
Is that who he's in love with? Awkward. Super awkward.
It's been right in front of me this whole time. I never even noticed.
He figured it out.
The only woman I've ever loved was my wife.
Are you sure about that?
I didn't mean to. Just...
Nynaeve's like, I was trying to stop a fight. I didn't realize there was all this teen drama.
I feel I've taken everything from you. And more.
I think he chose.
There's more to life than me. This mission.
Like Nynaeve?
I had nothing to live for.
Oh.
And nothing to die for.
Well, let's not go that far.
Have given me both.
Best warder ever.
I like her, you know? The wisdom.
I know you would. Y'all so similar. That's permission land. She's saying go ahead and date her. Marry her. She'll be at the wedding and everything. Even though Nynaeve would probably throw the bouquet right in her face, but you know. Oh. Is this his family? I'm telling you, Nynaeve's superpower is tracking her man. Forget one power. She locked onto this man like a missile. Oh, she's like, he a family man. I like that. I like that. She's like, I'd like to meet my future in-laws.
Hello.
Hello. I was just...
It's great. The tension.
Are you just going to stand there?
Right?
Or do you plan to come in?
To your heart? Yes. Go on, girl. Why you acting like you gonna say anything but yes? You better stop.
This is Nynaeve.
My future wife.
She is beautiful. I hadn't noticed.
Here, Giles, let Nynaeve sit down.
I love it.
For keeping my Daishan safe and bringing him home to me.
Nynaeve.
Stop it, father-in-law. Stop it.
She is very sweet.
Do y'all.
And she likes you a lot.
Grab the arm.
Because I always bring gifts.
Put your loop it through.
Always.
He's got it out. Put it in there.
Well,
Well.
Thank you for including me tonight.
Sweet.
you didn't give me much of a choice.
It's true. Speaking of including, is this your room? We're gonna die and everything.
Just do it!
Good night.
Cowards. Nynaeve didn't want no good night. Keep tracking. Keep tracking. Right into the room. Come on. Nynaeve. You be screaming at demons in a cave and you can't just follow your man into his bedroom. He was clearly asking. I swear if Nynaeve is peeking in the window right now, I'm gonna cackle. Okay, yeah. Oh, God. This life ain't easy. That's my woman. She's like, this is my room. I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna come in. That's my girl. Sorry. Strictly reacting tings. Okay. This is unfair. He's topless. You're not. Just saying.
Do you want me to go?
Hell no. Stop it. I wasn't sure we were gonna get this in season 1, so yes. You better get it. Get it. Nynaeve lives, y'all. You have no idea how hard it was to keep from screaming there. It was everything. It took all my energy. I'm sweating.
I waited in my room for an hour for you to come and apologize.
Okay, ma'am.
I don't want to lose you.
We know, sweetie.
And you won't.
She said determinedly.
Moiraine's wrong about one thing. We're coming back.
That's right.
All of us.
Season 2 shooting right now.
I'll come with you to the White Tower.
You be her warder?
Every Aes Sedai needs a warder.
Aww. That is actually a hell of a sacrifice. So maybe the baby that lady saw was their baby. Although I don't know if you can be an Aes Sedai and have a baby, though. I ain't seen no pregnant Aes Sedai yet. But I need to know what happened to the woman at the beginning.
I will always stand by you, you know that.
That's sweet. See? Stupid demon whisperers were wrong. Hair should not be... Ooh, what? Oh, jeez. That was... You can't even relax? The way I be basking. Come on, girl. Go over seconds. Or thirds. I don't know.
It's a title. Given to future kings of Makia.
A prince? Girl, you got good taste. Keep tracking.
I never quite understood why you bonded yourself to Moraine.
You never asked.
And now, you finally belong. To her.
Oh, that's where it is. Lan did say it wouldn't be great if she fell for him. Wait. Was the connection dampened this whole time because Moraine might have been waking up by something she wasn't expecting tonight?
And wisdom never weds.
You got a point. Stay. Come on, you might die tomorrow. Ain't nothing to go back to but a cold bed by yourself. Daniel Henney asks, you say yes. My God, poor Perrin, the only person who ain't got no loving tonight. Well, that's not true. So is Moraine. But even she got some before she left the tower. My God, Perrin just suffering. This ain't fair.
I didn't mean to find her there, but I had to get away. Up the mountain, into the snow. He was crying. Dad, he was so tiny.
What are you talking about?
What? So it was his dad that found her. So he's been grappling with this the whole time? Oh, Rand. That's why he was so mad when he said that I'm not Aelman. So he's been channeling this whole time?
It's you. You've always known it's you, deep down. No matter how fast or how far you run, you are the Dragon Reborn.
Oh.
You are the Dragon Reborn.
So it is Rand.
I want you to tell me that I'm not the Dragon Reborn.
Okay, you're not the Dragon Reborn.
There.
A man in armor, carrying your heron-marked blade.
I see. Well, at least you had enough heart not to kill her when she was giving birth. This would kill her, though. The pushing, she'd just be pushing all the blood out, too. Hello, little Rand. Oh, God, did you tie that? No. At least she got to protect her baby till the end. Can you get that baby out of the snow, please?
In a wooden house beside fields of sheep. In a sleeping village surrounded by 2 rivers.
Why wouldn't she tell Moraine this? Interesting. So does that mean he's not successful? Is this true? I mean, assuming it's true, she has no reason to lie. And also those whispers are talking about their deepest fears, unless it's his fear that he's the one. Oh, now I'm confused. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Nynaeve ain't there, girl. Try knocking a few doors down. Looks undisturbed. She's like, we're going to have some girl gossip when you get back, girl.
Where have you been?
Good morning.
Nowhere.
I mean, you've been somewhere.
All night.
I couldn't sleep.
Sure. I'm sure you couldn't.
I want to go.
It's my girl. I'm going if she's going. Translation. You're not going to go off by yourself, are you now? Let's not be foolish. Moraine's room?
What happened?
It's me.
Thank you. That makes it a little easier. Maybe.
She left.
By herself?
Nope.
Rand.
Oh no, see, I don't do dark forests. It never ends well. Now, both y'all have some power. Can you just float your asses over this? Because I'm not about it.
The blight. We have to go through it to get to the Eye of the World.
I think we can go over. We're not trying hard enough. Moraine looks so wild right now. She was so like put together earlier in the show, and now it's like her hair's wild. She looked tired. I like it. Well, he didn't make it. Let's keep moving. How do you even know where you're going? It all looks the same. It's not fair. Why is it over? It's too soon. No. All right, guys. That was episode 7, which was called The Dark Along the Ways. And there was a lot of darkness going on. Well, interestingly, we didn't spend a lot of time in the ways, which again, we didn't necessarily need to, but I think that it stirred up enough. The Dark Whispers definitely uprooted a lot of things for all of our main people here. I think the person who was probably the least affected by it was probably Lan, but I love Loyal. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Loyal's amazing. I love that he was like, for the first time ever, like, actually, I think we need to move quickly through here. So I would normally tell you a whole ass story, but this isn't the time. I want to follow Moraine because I don't want to get stuck in here. But anyways, interesting that I'm thinking that's what have gotten them to the Eye of the World faster than having to go through the Blight. But now we know that it's been overrun by Trollocs. And the Dark One must have known that that would be what they would try. But at the same time, that still makes me wonder about that vision that Swan had. Because if he's already blocked the fastest way to the Eye, I guess unless her vision is true, and that's the reason he flooded the ways, was to make sure they couldn't get to him quickly. So that, I mean, if they have to take the long way, that does give him more time to power up. Yeah, the whole ways thing was quite interesting. Hearing everybody's darkest fears and the effect that that can have on you. I don't even know the name of this thing, but whatever the power was that did this is why it affected them so much and why it does what it does. Because when you speak or hear your deepest fears aloud, spoken by another voice, it just makes it all the more real. I love that Nynaeve once again showed off. She was like, listen, I'm already dealing with the fact that I don't like Moraine that much. I'm already dealing with the fact that I'm in love with this man who's tied to this woman that I don't like that much. I'm trying to keep all these stupid kids alive. Matt didn't come in the damn Waygate. Now you're starting to talk smack to me in my ear? No. Burst of power. Burst of power. So anyhow, we get out of that and we finally get to this town and we realize it's the town apparently that Lan grew up in. Now I understand more of the hairstyle and some of the clothing that he wears. And it was nice to see that. I mean, we didn't go into a lot of depth, unfortunately, about the town, although it sounds like that's not even where he's really from. It's where he ended up when it sounds like his people or his family were killed. But it was still just nice to see a little bit of where Lan comes from and have him have familiar people. It sounds like he doesn't get home very much either, so it was probably nice for him to get a few familiar sights and sounds, especially considering where they're headed. But we got to meet some more people. We got to meet this trainee. I guess she trained to be an Aes Sedai, but I don't know. I guess they said she wasn't strong enough. I guess she didn't pass the final test. And I think she's going to probably become instrumental later because we spent quite a lot of time on her. The king's sister. I'm assuming he's a king. But she seems to have her issues as well. She seems to be like she's a little bit involved in the politics of the White Tower, despite not being in the White Tower. But we found out from that she's sending the Red Aja after Matt, which is yikes. We all know how they feel about men in general. And I don't know, they don't know about Matt and the dagger, I don't think yet. But if she's sending the Red, Aja after him, I mean, it's a good way to keep him contained. And as long as he doesn't do anything, which I don't know that he can still do anything now that he's had contact with the dagger, but if he doesn't show any type of channeling ability, they may actually just lock him up, which is going to be for his safety, I'd say at this point, if he's locked up in the White Tower. But I feel like that's definitely potential for him and the False Dragon to get talking, which I don't know if that's good or bad. But back to our group. Let's talk about the Seer. The Seer is a whole new category of people that we've met now. I guess it's rare to be a seer, but makes sense in a world like this. And we find out later on that she actually doesn't tell Moiraine the full truth of what she sees, which is interesting, which, I mean, very Aes Sedai of her, right? I shouldn't say Aes Sedai, very blue of her. But she lets them know, I think the most vital piece of information I took from that was that they're all connected. She's like, I see a thread that connects these four, and it's like light and darkness. And so, again, I'm not ready to let go of my theory of the dragon splintering self to some degree, but of course we found out about Rand at the end. But I still think it's possible that even if Rand is the dragon, that maybe, again, the dragon just figured, yeah, I'm pretty powerful on my own and stuff. But how much more would it be if I have, a wolf boy and Egwene, who's a crazy good channeler, and Nynaeve is a crazy good channeler, and Matt, who we don't really know what he does yet other than be able to withstand a lot of darkness, but still does a lot of good stuff, plus an Aielman. Like, that's a lot. Because we saw in the beginning that Aielman some asses. They are badasses. All that to say that I'm not giving up my theory entirely. Like, it's possible there still is just one dragon. A little disappointed that it's a guy again, but hey, that's fine. I think it'd be cool if he somehow managed to, or is figuring out a way to like draw from all these people despite the fact that he's still in one body. I just feel like overall it's just a better plan to have more power in one person versus just one person who can be wiped out in one shot. Yeah, the seer was interesting and of course became influential later on when Matt goes to talk to her, because we find out after Matt has his whole situation with Egwene and has his nightmare, we find out that his father told him the truth about his birth and that he's been grappling with that the entire time, which makes me wonder, and this is what I was saying in the episode, why I'm a little confused and maybe I'm overthinking this, but hearing the truth about your birth would be a huge thing to handle after a Trolloc attack and everything else. What if Matt's worry is that, okay, my father's not actually my father. I'm actually an Aielman. I had no idea. I have no idea who I really am. So maybe I am the dragon. Maybe my weird birth and the way that I showed up is precisely why I should be the dragon, or I am the dragon. Well, so I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm just misinterpreting it and he actually is and something has clicked to him, but we saw that he can channel, right? That much. We saw some flashbacks now. The opening of the door was channeling. They just, for the viewers, they made sure we couldn't see that. And then again, we saw that he channeled in the cave, but of course Nynaeve was going nuts at that point, so no one really looked, but again, none of the women there would have been able to see it. Makes me wonder whether or not Perrin can see male weaves. But anyhow, I don't know. I guess we'll take it at face value so far that Rand is it, but I just feel like there's more to the story than that. I just can't think it's that simplistic, but it could be. I wanted to kind of follow that whole train of thought before I came back to the discussion between Moiraine after they see the seer. That kind of triggers that conversation that the four have, a very realistic conversation. And we see that, of course, I knew that Egwene would be all gung-ho. Like I said, my girl, extra credit, a student. We're talking valedictorian here. She's like, I got some one power. I'm ready to go. We see that Rand and Nynaeve are on the same wavelength of being very worried. And Perrin just wants to go wherever Egwene goes. And we see that there's just a whole lot of, they're all scared. They're all still very rattled from what happened in the cave. And they get into a fight about Matt that really doesn't even matter. But I think they just needed to talk about Matt because he's not in the episode. Rand and Perrin start going at it, and the truth of Perrin's hidden feelings kind of come to the surface. It's not really discussed, but it's just understood. And of course, this causes everybody to kind of go to their own corners for a minute to process all this information. And that leads to one of my favorite parts of the episode. Yay, lightning happened. My babies finally cut through that sexual tension. Got it on multiple times if I'm going to be a little bit presumptuous. But reeling it back, it was really good to see that, Nynaeve, of course, is shaken by the argument. And what does she do whenever she's feeling out of sorts? She stalks her man, and I can respect that. But she goes and she sees Lan go and visit his de facto family and, essentially just falls even more in love with him. And I understand that because she doesn't know much about him, right? Lan's really given this much about his past, about his life, but seeing how he is with his family, I think this humanizes him even more to Nynaeve. She's kind of only seen him in the context of how he is with Moiraine. So seeing him in this different setting, not necessarily with his warder hat on, I think was just a really endearing moment for her and a heartwarming moment, because I think that's really what Nynaeve likes. She likes the simple things in life, right? Just family, connection, the people she cares about, being close-knit. That's what really speaks to her from what I've seen. And that moment really brought home that that's the kind of person that Lan is when he's not doing his other full-time job of protecting Moiraine. So I like that she just had that welcoming moment, because I think that small town kind of inner circle family thing is what she's been craving the most since all of this happened. So this night, I think, meant a lot more to her than she could even express to Lan. I love that moment where his dad grabbed her hand and said, thank you so much for taking care of him and bringing him home. Like, Come on, like, you gotta marry the guy. Like, that's pretty much daddy's blessing. Like, he's ready to walk y'all down the aisle, right? Like, that's a sign. It's gotta be a sign. That's what I'm taking it as. It's a sign. Of course, that just becomes the catalyst to the two of them getting back and having that fateful walk and that awkward stance in front of the door where both of them know what they want to do, but nobody wants to be the first person to say nothing. But he was like, all right, good night. And I was like, I saw the look on her face. And he was like, the night ain't over. I'll decide when this night is over. And the woman just walked in. That's the part that galled me and impressed me. Like, she just said, hi, I just walked in because the door is open and you topless. So, as Marvin Gaye said, let's get it on. Kudos to Daniel and, I keep forgetting that actress's name and I feel bad for it. But they really brought that chemistry. They've got great chemistry to begin with. And that's one of the reasons why shipping these two is so easy. I like that he told her to stay the night because she was clearly freaking out about what's to come. And I think that Lan is a very calming, he's just a calming individual in general, but I think he's a very calming influence on her. We're at a very precarious point here because Maureen and Rand, they're there. They're at the foot of the eye of the world. I don't think they showed us that connection between all of them for no reason. So I think that's got to come to something. And who knows? I'm hoping they make it there in time. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know. I honestly have no idea where we're going to go. Because like I said, there's one episode left and I can't think that we're going to like wrap all this up, right? This book had a series. So I don't think we're going to end on anything final. I enjoyed watching this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. And if you do, please give this video a thumbs up and we will see you in the next episode.